Pleasant morning to our dear Professor, Ma'am Nerissa Malco Beatriz. I am Alice Amador Sapio, a Teacher 1 from Balayanan Elementary School. I am your discussant with the topic, Determinants of Personality. To begin with my topic, let me ask you, what determines your personality? Is your personality inherited from your family or something that evolved over the years as you encountered many psychological changes and events that transformed you? Psychologists say that our personality is mainly a result of 4 major determinants. First, the biological and physical determinants of personality. Second is the psychological determinants of personality. Thirdly is the social determinants of personality. And lastly is the intellectual determinants of personality. First, let me discuss the biological and physical determinants of personality. Biological traits are the foremost parameter that reflects various factors of one's personality. Being the essential determinant of personality, it incorporates a majority of other factors as well, which bring out the various insights about an individual. There are 2 important constituents under the physical determinants. First is hereditary. The features that can be determined from time of conception are generally put under hereditary. This includes the sex, male or female, the physical stature, the temperament, the facial features, the height, and others are the characteristics that one usually inherits from parents. Thus, through the hereditary approach, it is evident that the genes located in chromosomes are the ultimate explanation of personality. Second important constituent is the physical features or physical appearance. How one appears physically actually plays an important role in how they are perceived by others. Whether one is short, tall, slim, fat, black, or white will obviously have an impression on others, and this will have an influence on the self-conception of the individual. Psychological determinants. Considering a personality as a particular style pertaining to each individual, the second major determinants of personality, the psychological, is among the major determinants of personality. This specific style, which is different for each individual, actually gets determined through the accumulative characteristics of mental trends, emotions, behavior, sentiments, thought patterns, and complexes of an individual. Further, it also studies an individual's mental conflicts, wishes, the aspirations, the feelings of repression, sublimation, and emotional well-being. The cultural factors or the cultural determinants of personality. Just as we are born with biological determinants, cultural determinants of personality are the ones which we grow up with. The ritual and norms in the family, the early conditioning, the way we are raised up, the social group in which we hang out are the factors which have an impactful emphasis on our personality formation. Each culture trains and expects its members to behave and breathe in a way that is acceptable by society. The factors like aggression, independence, cooperation, and competition are major cultural contributors to personality determination. And the most significant out of the different determinants of personality is that of familial. So, alam po natin lahat yan. The environment at home, blended with the direct influence of the parents, are the major contributors to the traits that build our personality. A critical impact is driven by the family, especially in the early and naive age. For example, a child brought up in a violent household will be quite different and emotionally and socially timid and cold as compared to a child reared in a warm, adjusting, and healthy environment. Let us understand the importance of parents and family as crucial determinants of personality with the help of the Australian psychologist Walter Mischel's theory. He says that identification can be done by observing the similarity of the behavior, like feelings and attitude, between the child and their parents. He also says that identification can be viewed as the child's desire and aspiration to be like their parents. It can be looked as the method through which the child actually takes on the attributes of the personality from their parents. The third major determinants of personality is the social determinants. The social determinants analyze a personality as per the status of the individual in their social group or community and consider the individual's conception of their role in the group is life. The key factor that this approach weighs in is what others perceive as plays a greater role in the formation of our personality, or what others think of us plays a large part in the formation of our personality. The social media influencers hold an authoritative power to influence masses around the globe. That is our era today. Hence, anyone's personality is majorly persuaded by the social lives they live and a part of. Through socializing, be it virtual or real, one encounters a plethora of other individuals which some way or the other leave a mark in their personalities. The process starts as soon as we step into the real world. From the play school, we go to peers and friends, among others. Our social life is one of the essential determinants of personality, and that's why we are always advised to choose our social circle wisely. In our discussion of various determinants of personality, a vital mention should go to the situational category, that is the situational determinants. Although it would not be correct to say that situational factors determine an individual's personality in the most correct manner, but it surely reflects how a person's behavior and how they react in a given situation. The traits shown through situational factors usually vary a lot, as different people exhibit different situational personality traits. For example, you may behave differently in front of your boss in the office than at a club with your circle of friends. According to Milgram, Situation exerts an important press of the individual. It exercises constraints and may provide a push in certain circumstances. It is not so much the kind of person a man is, as the kind of situation in which he is placed that determines his actions. Therefore, the situation we are in reflects how we react in a given situation. And lastly is the intellectual determinants of personality. Intelligence is another essential factor that can play an important role in the development of our personality. Our intellect can influence various aspects and areas of our behavior, which in turn can determine our personality. Intellectual determinants. Here are the intellectual determinants of personality. First is humor. Humor is one of the integral determinants of personality, as it helps us get a realistic view of things, facilitates social acceptance, and further also ironically brings forward a lighter perspective of life. Second is morality. Morality, our intellect and worldview, plays a crucial role in the development of our morality and how we see certain things as moral or immoral. Thus, morality is another factor that determines our intellect and thus overall personality as well. Lastly, under intellectual determinants is values. An individual learns about values from their upbringing as well as from the society they are brought up in. These values and beliefs also form our intellectual behavior and thus are important determinant of our personality. And now, after discussing the four major determinants of personality, let us define what is personality. Personality derived from the Latin word persona, which can be translated as mask, can be simply defined as an individual's experiences, the values, habits, and traits which collectively determine their behavioral patterns. There are different types of personality as per several theories. The most popular theory of the types of personality is by Greeks, which says there are four types of temperaments. Thus, the four types of personality are: first is the sanguine. Sanguine, highly talkative, social, extroverted, and enthusiastic. Second type of personality is phlegmatic. It is quiet, easygoing, and reserved. The melancholic type of personality is the deep thinkers and analytical minds. And lastly is the choleric, the more extroverted and ambitious. To sum up, we should say that personality is not related to bodily structure alone. It includes both structure and dynamics. Personality is an indivisible unit. And also, personality is neither good nor bad. Personality is not a mysterious phenomenon. Every personality is unique. Personality refers to persistent qualities of the individual. It expresses consistency and regularity. Personality is acquired, and personality is influenced by social interaction. It is defined in terms of behavior. That's all for my topic, the determinants of personality. Thank you.